What's up, guys? It's Otto, and I'm on a PTR today. I've been doing some testing on the covenants. I've done 3 so far. I haven't touched Carrion. I don't think I will, though. So, in this order, I think uh, this will be the dominant covenant for raid for Elemental Shaman in my point. So you can go Night Fae, Necro, Vent, and Carrion. And Carrion's at the bottom just because you have to Healing Surge to proc. You can also Healing Stream Totem, but you have to use healing abilities, which you don't want to do. You want to be doing DPS, not healing. You're not a healer. So that's why I'm putting it at the bottom. And they also changed Ventier to give you some Maelstrom on targets hit and healed by your Cub Legendary. So that'll give you, it gives a little bit of edge over Carrion too. So I don't think Ventier will be good in raid. Maybe in a couple niche scenarios where you can. I don't even know what the fights pertain, like what exactly how a lot of the fights anyway. But if there's something like Council of Blood, I could see Venter Elemental Shaman being decent. On constant 3 targets, I could see being decent. 2, not really. I would just play Night Fae. Venter's kind of weird because if you get a good CDR, then it's very good, and if you don't, it's kind of dog shit. Where you don't really know what you're getting every time you cast Chain Harvest. Maybe get a really short CD, or you might not. With Night Fae, every 1.3 minutes, you know you're getting. You're getting Dreamweaver, you're getting crit, you're getting big CDR. So in the event that maybe you have to trade out your elementals because you can't have both LEs on now because you're playing Primal, which is kind of a big issue because Hardened Skin is such a huge defensive. You get 40% plus the accretion proc. You have that extra CDR that you're getting not only from your Covenant Legiona, but also your tier set. So it makes it less punishing if you're an Night Fae to trade it out if you need to in really, really tough scenarios where you gotta live. If you're Vent there, not so much. It doesn't really do anything. Yes, I guess you'll have Flame Shocks but unless you're playing Skybreakers, you're not getting that CDR. Where with Night Fae you are. I think Night Fae will be the best by good. I don't think Necro will be very bad at all. I think you'll see him parsing pretty high. I did play Necro. I had about 30 to 35% uptime on Splattered Elements, which is the haste buff, kind of similar to Dreamweaver. And then I had about 50 to 40% uptime on Kevin's Wrath debuff, which is a 6% damage increase on your target, plus little, Kevin doing some damage, which is 2% generally overall, maybe 1.5. So not bad. I held about 10.5 to 10.7. Night Fae held about 11 to 11.3. So it's not too far behind in damage really. Especially if you get really good procs, you can maybe do a little bit higher than that. But I didn't get any insane procs where I back to back to back to back, right? If you do a couple of good procs, you could probably do 11k on a good day. But I think Night Fae will be the best, just because in the bet you have to trade out primals for Earth instead of Fire. You can get that CBR back a little bit easier because your Covenant Legendary's reducing the cooldown on Fire, just a flat number, and your tier set is 2 in the event that you got to get it back in cooldown. But it's almost always on cooldown anyway, or off of cooldown anyway. And then also for the simple fact that the Legendary is fucking insane. You get crit, you get CDR, the Soulbind Dreamweaver is fucking huge. You get 20%, you get a fucking PI every time you drop. This would probably, it's 1.3 now, I believe. It's about 1.3, it's 1.4. You'll probably get down to 1.2. So almost every minute you'll have a PI, which is huge. On top of if, for whatever reason, your raid decides to give you fucking Kindred or PI, which I don't think you'll have because you're an Elemental Shaman. But yeah, Night Fae is pretty fucking good. It's a pretty fucking good Covenant. Necro is not too far behind. I think Vent there is very far behind. I just don't see how it'll be good. Because Draven, I don't think is a very good Soulbind. Theatar wouldn't be a bad single target one. You got the Verse, you got the Mastery, but the Mastery is RNG. So, I mean, again, RNG is not something you really want. So is Nadia. Nadia is very RNG. So it's not RNG, I guess. In a raid environment, it's probably pretty stable. You're constantly getting throw secret procs, but I guess Mythic Plus it's RNG, whether you get a good proc and when you want it or when you don't. But I'd still say, I guess Natty's less RNG than Pietard. But I still don't think both Soulbinds even, they just pale in comparison to Karain, even Naya, to be honest with you. But specifically to Karain and Dreamweaver, they're just they're like Soulbinds. You know what you're getting, and you're getting it consistently. You're getting fucking 20% haste every time you drop Dreamweaver. You're getting the Karain buff every time a new ad gets pulled in. And I don't see Advantage going to overtake that, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I get surprised. But the one thing Chain Harvest doesn't have is really crazy, insane single target damage. It definitely doesn't have that. And one thing Elemental Shaman struggle with, single target damage. So maybe in Mythic Plus, Vent Alley might be the move, but I really don't see it being the move in raid at all. Yeah, I just don't see it being the raid. And definitely, I could kind of see it being decent in Mythic Plus because I haven't tested it since they fixed the tier set. But I just don't see it being moving raid. I think we go Night Fae, Necro, Vent, Kerrigan in terms of raid. Yeah, but that's my 9.2 guessing what Covenant will be playing, and obviously Legendary is not really going to change. It's going to be Great Sundering, and it'll be One Speaker's Lava Resurgence. I don't think it'll be anything else. I mean, I don't even think it'll be. Yeah, I don't think it'll be anything else. Those are the two legendaries going to be playing in your main. Maybe you'll see some like deeply rooted elements getting played, possibly. You might see that, maybe. But ever since they fixed it to where your mastery doesn't proc it, it's kind of dog shit. So unless they change it to where it's like, I don't know, maybe like 50% less effectiveness proc off your mastery procs, then I don't see it being very good at all. But maybe you'll see some like good uses out of it if you have like a Kindred and PI's gun. You can really like blast the fucking lava burst out. But I don't see that really being played. But yeah, those are my 9.2 predictions for a raid for Elemental Shaman. Like, subscribe, come watch my Twitch, twitch.tv/Atlas. I stream almost every day. I stream raid. Yeah, come watch me like deplete some keys here. It'll be great. All right. Thank you for watching my video, and please subscribe. All right. Bye.